Let's get back to it.
Yes.
Yes.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning, sir.
It was here, unless one of the
Jail.
attorneys
It's jail.
picked it up.
Judge, did you steal my paperwork? Oh, oh, there it is.
She stole it.
Again.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
So who
This
is
is Mr. Burris, Your Honor. This is for the waiver. This was Mr. Marshall that you and Josh were just finished talking about.
Yes, sir.
a very, very dangerous person? And I'm going to tell you, what does this look of bewilderment? You're charged with aggravated robbery. You're charged with retaliation, and now you pick up 2 other cases. I'm going to do everything in my power to protect the public. And I'm going to tell you now, if that means having to stick your bonds at $50,000, I will do it in a heartbeat. I'm going to put a whole host of conditions on you. I don't know if you're going to get out, but if you do, you violate one small thing, you will be staying with me. Do you understand? No dope, no alcohol, no going to any of the places where you've been charged with theft or any of the other things that you got, no weapons, and I'm putting an ankle monitor and I'm giving you a curfew. I don't want you out in the middle of the night. Your curfew is from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Do you understand? Your bonds now are set at around what, 70? Who's representing?
Shreya's representative.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
Josh.
Josh, he stepped out because it was just coming out to sign the
Oh, I
condition.
can step in. for him.
No, I think his bonds are wholly insufficient. His criminal mischief is at 1,000. His theft is at $800. That's just, and he's charged with aggravated robbery and a retaliation. I don't think so. That's like, yeah, I'm gonna need, so what we'll do is I'm gonna roll him to tomorrow and we'll talk with Josh tomorrow, but I now find that your bonds are wholly insufficient. You're way too dangerous, man. Way too dangerous.
You need to wait on the bond conditions then?
No, let's have it signed just in case he makes bond now. That way we have it in place. But I'll readdress the bond tomorrow. Perception is reality. So you're wanted at a current California for willful cruelty to a child. Are you waiting formal extradition, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what that means is we give the demanding jurisdiction here, California, 2 weeks to come pick you up. And if they fail to come pick you up within that time, we will release you.
Yes, sir.
You know that California is ready to come get him? Amy?
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
That's what you would. Go ahead. Mr. Marshall.
Hi, Ricardo.
Josh,
They also have, they just have it in themselves.
So let me get this right, Josh. He was out on bond for the aggravated robbery. He was out on bond on the other case, on the retaliation, and then he picked up these 2 new cases, right? Is that right?
Let me check that.
I think he was out on bond for the ag rob, and then,
Oh, the
Picked up.
ag from May.
yes. And then picked up
Took a
that,
retaliation on 9/4. And then after that, so it's a 3rd time he's out, and then he picks up another case?
These allegations, Judge, are from August of this year, the 2 cases in this court.
yes.
Let me see.
It was after the ag rob and before the retaliation.
All right, so the retaliation is September 3rd. Mischief is August 28th. Theft is August 8th, 28th as well.
So I found out I had the one. Got myself there.
Man, bro, so let me tell you what had went down. And I was 2 bands away from getting broke.
Okay, so let's talk about this. So officers get a call that a robbery has occurred. Complainant stated to officers 2 defendants later identified as defendant Marshall and defendant Ronald Waters, which was our other defendant from the other day, right? Remember Ronald Waters from yesterday? Hereinafter referred to as Waters and Marshall walked into a store, destroyed a glass partition which was $300 to replace, and walked out of the store with 3 vapes and other stuff, sodas and complainant stated both defendants walked in at the same time. Waters came up to the counter stating he wanted to purchase a t-shirt located behind the counter. While that was happening, Marshall attempted to come behind the counter, but the complainant was able to stop him. He reported that Marshall then came around to the front of the counter where Waters was, that he was distracted by Waters, who purchased a t-shirt, opened the packaged shirt, and seconds later wanted a refund, which he gave him the refund. Complainant reported that as that was happening, Marshall used his hands to mess with the glass partition, heard the glass breaking, grabbed 3 vape pens, other things, and ran out the store without any attempt to pay. Complainant states that he knows both defendants by sight and can identify them from priors. So while being out on all that, on the aggravated robbery, in that one, what do we have? Did he hold someone up?
The aggro.
Yeah, let's see how dangerous Mr. Marshall really is. Allegedly.
So the complaining witness was a delivery man for Domino's. I believe he made a delivery to the co-defendant in that case. The complaining witness said he felt something wasn't right and told the co-defendant to just pay him half so he could leave. The co-defendant pulled out a handgun, pointed it at the complaining witness, and demanded the pizza. The complaining witness noticed this defendant by his vehicle at that point and observed defendant Marshall open his front passenger door, reach in and steal a fanny pack that held his cell phone. So this defendant
Part of
was,
the offense. He's not the one with the actual.
he was not the one pointing the gun, yes, Judge.
The complainant began to feel that something was not right and offered to accept half of the amount due for the pizza just so that he could leave the location. White then pulled out a firearm, pointed at the complainant, and demanded the pizza. White told complainant that he had 5 seconds to give him everything he had and began to count out loud. Do you know how scary that is to have someone hold a gun at you, tell them you have 5 seconds to give them everything or else? That is really, really terrifying and can cause people to have nightmares, all kinds of psychological issues. God. When defendant White reached his 5-second countdown, the complainant stated that he saw defendant White attempting to pull the trigger and could hear a clicking sound. It was at that moment the complainant was fearing for his life. He attempted to push defendant White's pistol away from his face and was able to retrieve his own firearm, namely a pistol. Complainant feared for his life and discharged the pistol at defendant White. Oh, the complainant shot and killed defendant White, who died at the scene. Complainant stated the defendant Marshall ran off with his property and the complainant drove to a safe location before calling the police. This is Houston. I will do everything in my power to protect our city. And I want you to understand that. And that person is now gone. For a pizza, his life is now gone. How well did you know this person? Now, how well did you, was he a good friend of yours?
Someone I knew was in the apartments.
I'm going to make each of your bonds $3,500. Mr. Marshall, I want you to understand that if you are able to make bond, I'm putting a whole host of conditions on you.
So I will understand.
Don't be a danger to our city. You have but one life. Stop. You have but one life. You know, when it's gone forever. And it's so very, very short. So heed the advice, because I'm not giving you any more warnings. Do you understand? Okay. Thanks, Steve.